and welcome to day 5 of this trading series. In this series, I am reviewing for you all of the trades that were taken for Season 7 Strategy Wars. This Strategy Wars occurred during the entire month of November of 2024. So I am showing you guys trades that were taken during that time. Now on day 5 of that, so I'm going to show you guys what day 5 of Strategy Wars for Season 7 looked like for me. And that is going to be showing you guys a trade that was taken on November 8th. So if you're looking for this in the testimonial section, it was actually posted under a November 13th post, but you will find the November 8th write up about it and all the screenshots to go along with it. So just so you guys can see, this is what November 8th was looking like. It was only about a 0.5 R reward because I did trail my trade and my trailing stop did get hit. So let's get into it and I'll show you guys what that's looking like. All right. So here we are again on NASDAQ 100 and on the 5-minute time frame. If you've been following along with this series, you know that I have been trading NASDAQ 100 and I've had a bullish bias for pretty much every day from day 2, day 3, day 4, and now also day 5 of this. So what you can see is the old markups. Don't worry about all this old stuff. I am keeping them on there in this series because I've had people request to kind of see how they look. I think the request was basically seeing more of a zoomed out version of how the overall trades would look like throughout the week. And I'm trying it out this time. Let me know how you guys feel about it. If it helps you to visualize what the overall market is doing and getting a better sense of it versus me just kind of zooming in on one day in particular. So hopefully this helps you guys. If you hate it, let me also know. Just leave a comment below and let me know like if you like this style or if you don't like this style of the way the pictures, the screenshots are being taken. I can do them whatever way you guys like, but this was requested for this series, so we're gonna try it out. So that being said, what you're seeing over here is old trades, and if you want to see each of these trades, you can check out the videos from day 1 to day 4. And basically, this is just showing you that there has been that bullish bias happening and showing you how the zones kind of work and the way that my mind works when I'm marking them, like where you'll see a consolidation and you'll see a break and you'll see a consolidation and then you'll see a break and so forth. And if you look at yesterday's video that I did for day 4, it really does show a little bit of a better like consolidation, push up, like break type of movement that I look for, and then goes to the next zone, target that zone, wait for consolidation, get the break, go to the next zone type of idea. Anyhow, that being said, here we are. So I have had the bullish bias, but I did state in the last video that I was a little concerned that the bullish bias was starting to get a little tired. It had been playing out for a few days, hadn't had a really deep retracement yet. And I felt like maybe the momentum of it might be starting to die off a little. So I was being a little more cautious with getting in, getting out, taking my take profits and going. So that is what you saw here with this trade. And it worked out. It did get to my take profit area. And then it does what it always does, consolidated overnight during the Tokyo and into the London session. And then during like the London a little bit, it kind of does this like dip, like London, early New York. It does this little dip here, which was like a bearish break and a little bit of a retracement of this bullish move just from this level up does this little bit of a retracement. And I think that was just needed to happen, but they also kind of like signaling like, hey, we're really probably getting tired and really looking to just kind of consolidate more so. So you can see that really does happen here for a much longer time, when you're looking at this bigger zone. And I said that in the video yesterday as well. What you'll find is that these consolidation periods tend to start getting like a little bit longer and bigger as far as they go, like, they're starting to get a little more tired. The market is getting more tired. The buyers are getting more tired in this trend. And then you're going to see that fade off a bit, and then you'll start seeing structure being formed to the bearish side now and start forming that bit of a retracement that might need to happen in order to balance everything out in the market. So, with that being said, just like I did in yesterday's video, was still kinda like, here with this." So, I did target a bit of a higher reward. I did target for a 2.5 because I was able to keep a nicer stop loss here, but I did trail. I wanted to make sure that I was, moving my stop loss and keeping safe and mitigating whatever risk I could pretty quickly, because I wasn't completely sure that this was actually going to play out in my favor because I did believe that the momentum was starting to shift a bit and I was seeing that happen. So, with that being said, I was willing to try to shoot for the 2.5 reward. And of course, it gets there. Of course, it peaks right here. It gets there. But did I hold for it? No, no, no. I moved my stop loss to slightly in profit. I got my point 0.5 reward, and it is what it is. I followed my rules. My rules are if it hits a 1.5 reward, that I do move my stop loss to like slightly in profit or like maybe a point 0.5 R. And then I let it run, and I follow my rules. So it is what it is. But yeah, that is kind of what ends up happening here. I don't actually get the 2.5 reward, even though it does eventually get there before it starts to kind of die off. But I did get point 0.5, so I'm good with that. Uh, Getting back to the reason of actually entering into this trade, like the entry point beyond just like waiting for a reason for it, was because we did have this little bit of a bearish retracement that happened. I was waiting for the market structure to shift again because I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to completely tank and start making more lower lows. So I needed a confirmation that there was still continued bullish pressure and that there was a little bit of structure being formed, and then also a signal from the wave rider to kind of help me with that trend. So that ends up happening. The market structure, you can see, starts making new higher highs, and I was waiting for that to happen. The lows aren't coming down any lower, and that's all good signals for me. And then I also have a bullish wave rider signal. So I get in at that area, and then like I said, I was being very careful to trail this. I did target a 2.5 R. I was targeting that based off of a level to the left, which you guys don't see here, but there is a level to the left. So that's kind of the logic behind why I was targeting it. And you can see the market comes up and taps that level just slightly above it, taps that level, and then it kind of dies off. But I didn't actually hit that 2.5, like I said, because once the market got to a 1.5 reward, I moved my stop loss from here to a point 0.5 R to make sure that I made profit this day no matter what, and ends up getting stopped out in this area, as you can see. So the market came up around this area. I moved my stop loss, comes back here, and I get stopped out before it would have hit my 2.5 R. And that's okay. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm all right with that. I believe this was a Friday from looking at my stuff. Let me see. The 8th was a Friday. Yes, it was. November 8th was a Friday. So, uh, yeah. So I posted my weekly. So this is the end of the first week of Strategy Wars. So not bad for a week. $6,810.45. So I'm not mad at that at all for the first week. Definitely nice to have some profit when you're starting out. So that was it for the first week of Strategy Wars, and I will be back tomorrow with day 6 video, and that will be showing you guys the 11/11 trade.